black sun in the hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. Oh man, where do I start? Where do I start? Actually, we were on wait on Yanga. What up, Deacon? What up? Oh man. Yeah, Zanzi. Special request from Yanga. We trying to move this thing out. I think good. Zanzi, so bear with us, man. We're gonna bring some quality shows in the future. We gotta get some things real quick. Just real quick. Let's see, Yanga. Oh shit. Oh, there go. Oh man, there go Yanga.
What's
What up,
good,
Yanga?
man?
Hey, what's good? Yeah, what's good? What's good?
What's good, brother?
Oh shit, man, chilling, man, just chilling, shit. Ready to
Yeah,
get this
man.
thing rolling, man.
So get this thing cracking. So I don't know if you saw the message board where Noble left a message. So I think she said she's gonna do a live. She said she doesn't feel comfortable
Okay.
coming
No, I'm
over.
gonna tell
Peace,
you.
Deacon. What's good?
I'm gonna tell you what that is. Aaliyah feels left out. So Aaliyah, you can come on the show, but she don't want to come on the show because Angel is part of the show. So she wants to be in the mix. That's all it is. Noble's been on this thing numerous times. Hey, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
I like. Look, she's like Yanga. No, Yanga. Oh Lord, no. And I'm not. I just wanted to address really. Respond to her live, which I actually thought made a lot of sense. First of all, I want to appreciate in the very beginning of it, she agreed with me.
Yeah.
And I guess I appreciate it. So that was real. Eventually, as the live went on, I don't know if y'all saw Sister Noble's live. Eventually as the live went on, it took a turn, but the turn wasn't for the worst. I would even agree with her assessment of karma, but I don't necessarily, and that's why I wanted her on the show, because this conversation is so one-sided without her. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's very one-sided without her. But I wanted to give her an opportunity. Like I said, I believe in karma. I really do. And I do believe, Nundi is part of my karma from a lot more than just what Noble may think. I mean, from shit years back. Nundi being a part of my karma, that type of shit, darkness coming from my ass towards me means I must have did some terrible shit. I mean, she really has made me mend my ways. And yeah, I'm saying her name, man. I'm trying to get her to get, I heard she hadn't been doing shows. Like, give us something to talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give us something to talk about. If she ain't talking about Yanga, she probably ain't talking about nothing.
Right.
But I wanted to talk about, so now I don't even know what to say because I thought she was going to come on the show.
Right.
But it wasn't. I don't never really recall addressing a sex tape. What I don't.
Right.
That I addressed.
Right.
And what I remember saying, this is why I wish you was on the show, Noble. What I remember saying, I remember the tape that you had made. And you were in the bathroom and you in your undergarments. And you were talking about how sensual and beautiful you were feeling at that particular time. And what I said was, I was like, that was strange. And I said, wow, that's strangely erotic. I was like, that's on some Grace Jones type shit. Aren't I beautiful? And that's what I said. So that was the vibe. So I don't know anything about a sex tape or anything like that. I was making a comment on the tape that you had put out, and apparently at that time you were feeling beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with that. You were feeling one. I may have questioned the choice of occupations you were talking about going into, but hell, every opinion's like a butt. Everyone has one. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you were feeling yourself. You were feeling beautiful, and you shared it with us. that's the dangers and the craziness of YouTube. When we talk about these beef things, like even what I'm saying now is really giving sound bites to creeps and weirdos out there to take shit and blow it up out of proportion and to say this and say that. You know, everyone's out here, especially if they don't possess an intellect, if they don't have focus or vision, if they don't have goals, then they're all looking for content. And it's people like you and I and people in our chat and other people out there in the internet world who are really out here trying to do something and participate in a larger picture of information gathering and disseminating. And you always run across these, like Free Spirit said, trolls. I think that's a good name.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what a little troll. You know, I got a little troll. You know, so yeah, man. So that was my thing. I had this, so I thought she and I were going to be able to have a conversation. So
That's
I
what I
thought,
thought too. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is just my speculation. Aaliyah felt left out, so she got in Noble's ear. Oh no, girl, they're gonna try to set you up. Let's listen to Noble. No, as many times as she came on the ring,
man, this is the arena, man.
Right.
If there's no place, I think you'll probably get one of the most fair shakes. An opportunity to really state your position and present your case will be the arena. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, but that's why it's called the arena. It's a blood sport. You have to stand behind what you're presenting. Now, you can't get up here and not expect it to go into some type of scrutiny, not for us to question it and to pick at it and prod at it and to twist it and turn it to see if it's solid. And I think a lot of times what we've run across are shucksters, or charlatans, or snake oil peddlers, witch doctors, you know, and they're full of bullshit. Like you pointed, you know, you be pointed out. You've pointed out people that had me fooled. I was like, stop being so rough, black son. You're like, I'm telling you, the nigga's garbage. You know, you like word salad, his debate skill, all of that's garbage. I'm like, son, you don't think you being rough? You like garbage. And lo and behold, you know, so I think it's that. I think it's that type of thing. You know, not only do we intimidate a lot of these creeps, not only do we intimidate a lot of these weirdos, we also, you know, it's this. They have this ambivalence. They have this ambiguous type of crazy ass relationship with us. They have a love-hate thing, right? And it comes from they hate the pressure we put on them. They hate that we make them have to elevate their shit, you know, but at the same time, they love us because this is where they get their content.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. And yeah, shout out to our number one fans, you know. I mean, Yanga, you know, we've always gave fair shakes, but like I said, if people come, we will question, and that's not to ambush nobody, but we question certain things. We've had gubernatorial candidates on here. We've had Rick Ross on here. We've had we had a sheriff from the review board. I mean, we there's no limit, you know. And so Noble, she's been there since.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, wow. I remember her before she was Noble. I'm not going to go that far back because now she calls herself Sister Noble, and I will respect that. Yeah, but I mean, come on, we go back. I think if anything, she should remember, you know, that type of integrity that we've always brought to the game. I don't think you can pull up a video of us, and we've been in this 10 plus, 12 plus, 13 plus, 14 plus some odd years. I don't think you can pull a video of us up, ambushing anyone, jumping out of a tree on them, being anything less than dignified. You can't pull a video of us up threatening anybody's children, belittling, degrading, berating, calling them out of their names. If any time that people have felt attacked, it has been against philosophies and ideologies that we have questioned the soundness of. You know, I don't give a damn about what shoe size you wear or how big your head is. You know, that's irrelevant. To me, that's buffoonery. When you find people resorting to those type of tactics, they have completely run out of intellectual property. They've completely run out of steam. They're resorting to the most asinine, to juvenile, childish ass tactics. That's what you find. There's no talking to people like that? Why are you even wasting your breath? That's a 90-90 poo-poo situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, absolutely. So again, I like I said, I'll send the thing out again, man. I mean,
Hey
these
man,
places there,
like you said, put in the thing. Maybe they'll come over, maybe they'll get it. Like I said, Sister Muhammad is more than welcome to come on. I've never had, and like I don't really like one-sided conversations.
I don't either.
Yeah, but I will say this: I've never had anything personal. Yes, they did call me and reach out and be like, "Yeah, please, could you tell your girl to ease up?" But I think that as time has gone by, if they have observed character, they really realize that shit. She is a woman that's gonna do what she wants to do, regardless of who is advising her. And if you don't get in line and conform quickly, your ass will be on the firing squad. Nothing will come up. Cigarette or blindfold.
What flavor a cigarette would you want?
What cigarette would you like? It's your last meal fucking with Nundy. I remember when you was going out the door, you told me that. You look back at me. You next, nigga. You next.
And I wasn't being spiteful when I said that.
At all. I mean, at all.
Like, there's no.
That's how that works. That's how that works. There's a revolutionary saying, today your neighbor, tomorrow you.
Absolutely.
So lessons learned.
Absolutely.
Lessons learned. And like I said, new to the YouTube thing, if anything, because Deacon said it earlier, the arena is about that truth. So I do have to give props out for introducing me to the whole YouTube thing. Peace, Gynocracy. What's good? What you cooking on? Put on up in the chat what you throwing down on, sis.
Gynocracy, yeah.
Yeah, so she did introduce me to the whole YouTube really platform. She introduced me to the YouTube platform. I'm not gonna say the media. I got to give you that props. First coming to Atlanta, you introduced me to the Blog Talk Radio. Appreciate you. You gave me that shot, me, Chief Focoli. I remember we had the program there. You moved on to Comcast. You was like, yo, I'm putting some shit together at Comcast. No, before Comcast, College Park, East Point.
Oh, yeah, the WI something. Yeah, East Point.
WI something. That's like where I know Sister Noble now from way back. You know what I'm saying? Anka Cat.
Yep.
All of these guys. Mm-hmm. So you were like, yo, jump on. You was like putting something together, brought me a couple times onto the show. Did the poem, got crazy love from the poem Blasphemy. I did Blasphemy on that show.
Yo,
then
classic. Man.
Yeah, classic, man. I'm telling you, man, going back. If y'all ain't checked that out, man, Google that up. Blasphemy on, I forget the name of that show, Black Atheists of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the name of the show?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Me, you, and Unc. Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Black Atheists of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Did that there. Joined the team. Just giving a little history here, a little rundown. Then Comcast, correct?
Yes, then Comcast.
Well, we Comcast in Chamblee after that. So then Comcast. And so, yeah, we've been doing the media thing. The YouTube was a little different. YouTube's is a little different. It's what I love about YouTube. I love the grittiness. I love the rawness. It is that. I think what I dislike about YouTube is the grittiness, is the rawness, it's the uncouthness. It's like Negroes get on niggas. I should say get on here and lose their fucking minds, man.
Yeah, they do. And one thing I can relate to what you said, the show that we did, the live, that some that Noble agreed with, is that, how friendships dissolve because of views. And I was like, dang, I felt that. But then I was like, and then when Noble was like, I don't trust going over there on the nonsense. And I'm like, Noble, no matter what ups and downs we went through, you were always good on the arena. Always good. Even still to this day, But again, I told her she's taking on too many beefs. They're not her own beefs. She's taking on too many other people's beefs, which is, so
Yeah, you have to be careful of that. You have to be careful because some of these beefs may be very real,
Mm-hmm.
and some of these beefs, and I believe more times than not, a lot of these beefs are just sensational. They're
Absolutely.
just for the likes. They're
I would
just
say
for the
90%.
entertainment. They're just
Mhm.
to get the ratings up.
Right.
And we become that niggerish. We become that buffoonish. That we become that coonish.
Yeah.
And some of these same coons will have the audacity to turn around and tell people like you and I that we coons, we toms, because we aspire
Right.
for something better. I mean, they get on here and show their natural born ass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They brag on criminality. Brag. Wear it like a badge of honor, being a fucking criminal, yo.
That's why.
That's real nigga shit, though. That's
Right.
real nigga shit. That's why I stopped being a nigga. I used to be caught up in that shit. I used to want to be a real nigga. I'm a real nigga. Then I started seeing what was defined as real niggas, who was being held up as real niggas, the actions that were being praised as real nigga actions. I was like, damn, when I was coming up, that was called bitch nigga shit.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not taking care of your children. Bitch nigga shit. And that's not to throw out there like anybody's the perfect man. We all go through ups and downs. When you advocate not taking care of your children, when you make excuses.
Wait, somebody's advocating not taking care of their children?
People advocate that shit.
No.
They advocate it through either, I'm hard on that, man, because I love the babies.
Right.
You dig? And I had an Abu. I had a father. And I am attempting to be the best father I can be to my boys. So I advocate that. But you will hear suckers make all kind of excuses. Why I don't get along with such and such, and man, this broad and that. Yeah, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, yeah. You got to do what you got to do. But I mean, and not just that, in so many other avenues and areas, that's a minuscule thing. That's a conversation. Maybe we'll have a show on that, because I don't want to trivialize that. I don't want to, really not give the time that a conversation like that really merits, because it isn't trivial. It isn't something you can just gloss over. All niggas ain't doing. No, that's some real shit that has to be, I think, should be discussed in the psyche and the social cultural behavior of black men as it relates to their children. There's another discussion. What I'm saying about nigga shit is you will have people getting up here and really championing some of the most illicit behavior, some of the most worst behavior that can be displayed out of people in our community, and then get upset when you point out to it that is not the best behavior. In fact, it's nigga behavior. And niggas get black people killed. They'll have a problem with you. Oh, you Uncle Tom, you scared of the white man, you this, you that. Man, cut it out.
Right.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Cut it out. When has mediocrity, when has base level been acceptable for the most astounding people on the planet Earth? The most, you know what I'm saying? Just the most incredible people in there. When has selling for that type of understanding and behavior been okay? We really had to do, man. We really had to do a check, and what it is it's the. I'm not gonna say what it is. Like I have all the answers. One of the things I believe it is, though, is really just when you turn the cameras on, when people who haven't had exposure before, when people who aren't used to having people see them and listen to them, they just, shit, turn the cameras on and stand back.
Right. Now, Yanga, because we've been in this media thing for a long time, and we've seen people come, people go. We've seen the King Nobles, we've seen the Andrew Hunts. We've seen it all. Does this, I guess, YouTube beef sector and Gynocracy, if you get a chance from Cook, I know you're cooking right now. You can, you're welcome to jump on. Does it burn itself out, or does it just keep going, or what? I don't
think it ever does. I think that this,
so it never gets old, is what you're saying.
It never gets old. It never gets. It finds a way to market. People will always find a way to market beef. You know, they will find a way to always exploit our arguments all the way right down to just our very families, man. Just exploit our inner workings, our core, our essence. And as long as you have a system, a society that will pay for your misery, that will pay for your debasement, that will pay to laugh at your dumb black ass, putting everything out here. You know, it's going to be hard to turn that off. How do you stop that? Soon we got Love and Hip Hop. We got Atlanta Housewives. You got, I mean, black misery is suffrage. Black ignorance, black foolishness is worth trillions.
Okay.
Is worth trillions.
Yeah. Oh, Yang, I want to give a shout out to Sister Nova. She's streaming us live on her channel as we
speak. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
peace, Sister Nova.
We'd like you to come on the channel.
Stream live and jump on and come on and bring your tail on over here.
But I already know because she won't go nowhere without, and I'm not being.
Then bring Sister Muhammad.
Bring Muhammad. But you know, Muhammad's like, no. See, let me tell you something about Sister Muhammad. One thing about the arena, just like she didn't understand what Nundi, first of all, and it's kind of similar with Nundi. You don't tell Nundi what to do. And I don't fuck with Nundi. Nundi won't fuck with me, but Nundi is in charge. When Nundi is in her mind, she is the queen. So that's what Aaliyah didn't understand. She's like, oh, Bianca, you need to control your girl. That was the first mistake.
Big mistake. You got me in trouble.
Right.
Bianca can't control a motherfucking thing. That bitch ass, punk ass, pussy ass nigga. You know, you get the shit.
And Sister Nova was put Yanga in front of the firing squad.
Yeah.
Nundi is baby Stalin. You take it how you want, Nundi. That's who you are. Hey, you might get offended. Hey, it is what it is. You can call me. She can call me whatever. But
she's gonna have a few choice words for you. But I didn't want to. She's gonna have a few things to say. But I didn't want to turn it into a Nundi thing. But you're right. I mean. Right. And that was the first thing and that's what I wanted Nova to come over and say. I didn't want to issue an apology because I didn't feel I had wronged her, and I would have liked for her to explain. But I wanted her to hear my position and definitely hear from this platform because you're there, and you can reiterate and be like, yeah, Yanga's not bullshitting you. We were over there. You know, we worked as much as a team as we could. I'm not going to sit in and say it was a bully situation. That was my girl at one time. So, yeah, if you went in Nundi, and when I say my girl, I'm not talking about intimately. I'm talking about that was my partner. You know what I'm saying? So if you went at Nundi, you know, if you went at Nundi back then, you know what I'm saying? Hell, yeah, that's what it was. The estrangement between Nundi and I came in is like what Black Sun says. Nundi is her own person.
Absolutely.
And
not only is Nundi her own person, she is the queen.
Exactly. And she's going to call the shots. So the estrangement came in, if people will recall, and where she really started getting upset with me is when she started going to war with people I didn't understand. I didn't understand at the time the war with Soul. I didn't understand this. You know, if you're upset with these people, Suave and shit, if we're going at them, why is he getting drugged? And I don't understand this and all the extra shit. You know, I didn't sign up for the extra shit. And since I wouldn't jump in there and be in that extra shit, I got on her shit list. And that's how it is. If you don't jump in that shit with her, you will get on her shit list. And I'm not fronting. A lot of the people that started in the beginning aren't there. This in the slander her. This in the try to get likes or whatever. You know, I'm prayerfully, she can get some shit for some content for her page. I don't even, just like Free Spirit said, Yanga, no, please. I don't like to get content from this shit. This isn't the demographic that I'm sure if people start clicking in to hear Nundi and I go at one another or think that they're going to get some juice or I'm going to say something derogatory about Nundi or something like that, that's not the demographic that I want.
Right.
Boom. What this is just responding to a live. She happens to be tied to it. Nundi does to this response. But my response is this, man, listen, had I had the influence that y'all thought I had, I'd probably still be over there on that platform. I didn't have that influence. That was my partner, so I don't back away from any of the fight she and I got into with other people together. When I was on her side and we were swinging against people, we were swinging against people. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. But yeah, had the influence like what people thought I had, a lot of shit probably wouldn't have taken place. I think a lot of it was senseless. I think that at one point in time, that platform had the potential. I mean, the people were coming through when I was up. You had I had Taz it come through, Dome it come through, Chris it come. You had so many people coming through. That platform really had the potential to take the fuck off. So that's what it is.
Absolutely, absolutely. What's up, MD?
MD, what's up, man?
What's good, man? Is it safe to come out, man?
It's safe to come. Listen, and let me clear the record. Like Free Spirit says, he said, "No, she ain't say nothing, child." I heard that. We're not. Disclaimer: Free Spirit, the opinions. How do we used to open up in Comcast? The opinions and views of the panel are of the arena uncensored and not of the chat or whatever, yada, yada, yada. I will throw it out there for disclaimer. Leave Free Spirit out of it. She didn't say anything.
That's right. That's right.
So, yeah, I'm just listening in, man. I saw the response that Sister Noble did, and it is what it is. It like you said, man, it's advertising. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is what it is.
That's it.
What was a dead giveaway when Sister Noble was like, and this is not for views. This is not for views. I said, oh, wow, really? Seriously?
Right.
Come on, man. Let's be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was.
She feel like she's competing with me.
Okay, let me see. Play Free Spirits. He says, right, because I'm over here minding my business. I just everyone would get along, honestly. She hit us with the Rodney King. I just wish everyone would get along. Yeah, we all do. Listen. I thought Noble's video when she came out and she said it, and I was surprised. She tagged me in it. So I was like, okay, let's see what Sister Noble is talking about. And so, it started out pretty cool. It's like, okay, she was like, I agree with Yang, and like she said, and she was right on. Like I said, I want to avoid the beef. I'm like what Free Spirit said. Like Noble said, and I'll reiterate, man, I don't want beef with Nandi. I don't want beef with anybody on here. I don't. That's not like I said, that's not the demographic I'm looking for. That's not the viewership or the audience or the participation that really I'm soliciting at all. So yeah, that's out there. So like she said, it was what it was. However, what I'm realizing about this whole YouTube thing is that even though you may not belong to a particular sector, it's all like interwoven.
Mm-hmm.
You somehow find yourself caught up in shit.
Yeah. Like
you find your name being mentioned and you like, and sometimes mentioned by people you don't even know. That's
a good point.
The whole world, we've turned to voyeurs, man. The world we've turned to voyeurs. We like to watch this shit. Yep. It's like a train wreck. You can't turn away.
Yep. So, man, but again, man, we the link is there, but like I said, but back on, like I said, when I was addressing, Nandi is on her own person, and one thing I do want to address to Aaliyah Muhammad. Aaliyah Muhammad is one of these people that, what, you're friends with Angel Snub, so like you're giving me an alternative, Sister Aaliyah. You don't give a grown ass man an alternative. You don't do that, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna bring a family member on and see it. I'm gonna judge you based on how you treat that family member, and that's what happened, and that's what I did. And you begin to gossip about one person who don't know nothing about the YouTube beef drama, Do I need to say her name? Do I need to say her name? Oh,
Don't
I'm going
do
to
it.
say her name. Do I need to say whose
No,
name is she
don't do
talking
it.
about?
Don't do it.
Okay. Because this person don't know nothing. Like when I talked about the YouTube beef, she just like she couldn't even compute. She was just like, I don't know if you saw that show, Yanga. It was like it didn't compute because she's not even on that level like that.
I think some people think it really find it hard to believe that there's a world that exists outside of YouTube.
Right.
Like I am so ignorant to a lot of this. Look at Deacon. Look at Deacon. Deacon ain't no good. Look at this little devilment. I said, don't say the name. Don't say it, Black Son. Deacon said, I'll say it.
All right.
Yeah, so some of us really don't know. Some of us really don't know what's going on. And we accidentally step in a big pile of shit.
Yep.
You know, we're on here rapping, we're on here talking, we're enjoying ourselves. You know, like the first time I had an encounter with Taz, I didn't know he was the big bad boogeyman.
Right.
You know.
Oh, nigga. Yeah.
You know, so I didn't know. So a lot of us will just jump on here and we'll be sharing in the conversation and participating and not really know we're stepping into a lot of stuff. And when you get cool with people, I didn't know it was, listen, I was raised in the 80s, not born in the 80s. I was a teenager in the 80s. You know, I'm that old, right? So I was raised in that gangbanging era, was a part of it. Man, I didn't know it when I jumped on YouTube. You talk about banging. I didn't know it was so many cliques and so many relationships and how deep they ran. If you down with, like you were saying, Sister Muhammad told you, if you cool with such and such, you can't be cool with this person.
Yeah.
That person.
No, I don't play them kind of games. I'm a grown ass man. No, I don't play them kind of games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I go by each individual energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you treat my family members bad or talk shit about my family members, no. So yeah, we're not gonna. Oh, you know what? We're not gonna go on Black Son's platform because no. If Sister Noble, if Aaliyah Muhammad causes you not to come over here, then that's on you, sister. You grown. We all grown adults here. So yeah, So I say that to say this, Yanga. You know, that whole mentality, like I said, goes back to them telling you, oh, you need to check Sister Nandy. And I'm like, yo, they're really not paying attention. Like, in this part of the game, if you don't know Nandy by now, then you're missing something. And I think Aaliyah Muhammad was missing something. I think she's missing something.
I'm going to tell you something where I'm always amazed about. I'm always amazed when Black women, holler about this toxic masculinity, machismoism, machoism, and all of this shit. Mm-hmm. And they talk about, black women being empowered and things of this nature, and then turn around and say, you need to go check her. I mean, that's a whole human being. A Black woman like you, a Black woman. Y'all have to work this thing out. Now you want to call in some motherfucking barbaric type of Captain Caveman shit. Now you want me to get the club and knock over the head and drag off to the cave. You can't have it both ways. I think that the women are gonna have to build a rapport with one another and try to work that shit out. And when it didn't work out, then you have what you have. What I would have done, like I don't do, man, I know, listen, let me tell you, I know Nandy makes response videos. I know she's going to have a field day making another response video.
Absolutely.
I just don't respond to those videos. I don't feed into it. If she gets content, that's cool for her. If she gets a couple little bumps to her Cash App, that's even better. I just don't respond into it. You know what I'm saying? To answer Zanzi's question, when he was saying, my question to you guys would be, why do you take part and respond to the drama? Who are these people to you that you care so much? To answer Zanzi, I think one of the things is, though, my question to you guys
Oh, get
I
feedback.
like to take part and respond to the drama. Who are these people to you that you care so much?
Trevor,
I think one of the things is, though, you
get
guys,
feedback.
I like to take part and respond to the drama. Who are these people to you that you care so much?
Getting feedback.
I think one of the things is, oh, is that who's where we getting feedback
Trevor,
from?
that's Trevor. Trevor. Okay, Trevor
Okay.
gonna come back on. Yeah, he's getting getting feedback. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, so, but to answer Zanzi, I think that, you know, especially on the arena, with us, when we take it to the arena, it's not like an issue with us. It's a discussion. The arena is a discussion channel. It just came up. She made, you know, she responded to a video or to something that had been said on the arena, something that I had said. So this is all this ever really is, a discussion channel. I guess every now and then you could say it goes into maybe the beef sector because it can get heated. We can have differences of opinions, but one of the differences between the Arena Uncensored and a lot of the other channels you will find is integrity, a maturity. You know what I'm saying? We can go at it. We might even call each other big head motherfucker every now and then, but largely over here, you're not gonna be doxxed. You're not gonna have a picture of your dirty draws all on the, you know what I'm saying? We just don't get off into that Jerry Springer shit. You know, we are elevated. If we're gonna debate, if we're gonna go at each other, even if it's heated because we're passionate about our beliefs, it's gonna be either on an intellectual level or something pertinent and relevant to our lives as human beings, generally and specifically as black people. It ain't gonna be because a misunderstanding of this or said or that said. You know, we'll have a discussion like we're having now. But even had Noble come over here, it wouldn't have turned into no full-blown argument about what her opinion.
I think, let me be honest with you. I think that Noble wants to stir, not intentionally, but subconsciously wants to stir some stuff because she
You think so?
Because you got Miss Muhammad in her ear. They're really deep down inside. They love drama. They love drama. You know what I'm saying?
That's a slick way of calling them messy, bro.
I mean, I'm talking about two sisters that ambushed me on their show with Taz and all that. So yeah, okay. I get the energy, the spirit that they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Sister Note show. Then they call in Aaliyah Muhammad calls in Taz and all that. So yeah, I get that spirit of ambush. But no, Black Sun I don't have to do all that. I don't do that. Don't do that. You know. So is ignoring. So Zanzi says ignoring them not an option, just asking because lately most of the content has been wrestling or beef. However, how it is addressed here is much more rational than what I see with Nandi and the guy Judah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
go ahead, son.
Oh no. You take. I'll piggyback off you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, ignoring them is an option if it was really an issue. It's not an issue. I think that this warranted a discussion. You know, she had agreed. She had some concerns. I felt like, you know, okay, she went to her channel. Here's an opportunity for me to address it like I said, I didn't want a one-sided conversation. Here was an opportunity to have a discussion and, you know, put a pin in it. Yeah. Zanzi, that's what this all ever is, just a discussion channel. Yeah, it's going to be a lot less, like you said, it'll always be a lot less beef than those other channels because that is their hype. That's their niche. That's what they do. I call it Jerry Springer YouTube. Yep. You know, I mean, if it isn't that, are you really getting something not just entertaining but stimulating? I may not be the most entertaining, but at times, you know, the Arena Uncensored is a very entertaining channel. We have enough diversity, enough variety that comes on here. Everything from Wrestling Wednesday to Nature Mom to me and Son's crazy ass with our off-the-wall rambles and rants. So there's enough entertainment in the diversity. You will find on many of those channels that is primarily what they are about, sensationalism. They can't elevate to another status. And when they do, I mean, they can front and flodge. See, we want to talk the truth. To me, that's what happened to a little bit of SVDL. I think that Black Sun and I came in, start bringing Trevor in and the likes, and a lot of these people that were pretending to be intellectual, so sound and studied on their debates was like, oh shit, these niggas are the truth.
Can I address Free Spirit real quick? So I didn't mention that. Yeah, Free Spirit and Melvin was on the show, and we got into it. Now, one thing.
Oh, Free Spirit ambushed you. Oh,
no. That was actually that. Just like with me in the Rio debate, when I said I was mad about that thing, we actually had a real life fallout. You know what I'm saying? It went beyond drama. But the thing is, me, Free Spirit, and Melvin made amends, and people were just like, damn. So when that happened, when they understand that when me, Free Spirit, and Melvin were cool again, they were like, because that took away from potential future drama. So that erased that. So shout out to Free Spirit. When I give a shout out to Free Spirit, I always give a shout out to Melvin. Shout out to Free Spirit and Melvin. Yeah. So no, they didn't. No, that was genuine. That was genuine. Our fallout on that show on Sister Noble, whoever brought in Taz, that's where the ambush setup became. But of course, I handled that shit, spanked it.
I already know.
Yeah,
I already know.
Yeah, he come in with that nonsense. So yeah. Anywho, shout out to Free Spirit, man. Free Spirit, nothing but love for you, sis, and nothing but love for Melvin too. We got Trevor in. What's going on, Trevor? What's going on?
What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. What's going on, man?
I just wanted
What's
to
up,
come
in.
I just wanted to come in on the beef because it just seems like we enter in that sector. So let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm trying. We're not entering. We're riding around the perimeter. We're looking in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So No, I saw the videos from the sister, and I know what I said, that she just seems like she just keep poking at the bear, and the fact that she's live streaming your video now is kind of crazy. But then she'll turn around and say that it's not for the views. It's absolutely for the views, because if it wasn't for the views, then you guys would be teaching and not beefing. You get more views when you're beefing. Like there's this faggot ass preacher that calls himself St. Louis TV, and he wants to call me out, but he's afraid to show his face. So I'm not gonna argue with a guy that's hiding behind the screen and won't ever.
What do you want to call you out about? Say T, you have something in front of the camera. I feel like I'm peeping at you. Put something in front of your camera, and not your mask, your camera.
I think my screen is messed up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm surprised my camera came back on, but no, he's in the debate circuit. I wanted to debate him on the Book of Jasher. This was a couple of months ago, and he kept saying that he didn't get my email. But I'm like, you're responding to everything else that I'm sending you, but you're not getting my email. So he's letting me know that he's afraid. So he was in a debate last night, and I got on him and told him he was a terrible debater. So now he's all in his feelings and everything. So I just called him a faggot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't mince words like that. He's a girly man to me, and the fact that he won't show his face, everybody knows what I look like. So
okay,
what platform is he on?
This was on Tony Harvest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And he made a video about me. He calls me a false prophet. I'm like, well, dude, I never said I was a preacher. Yeah, like, I just wanted to debunk the fact that you believe the Book of Jasher is a real thing. So I told him, come on over to the arena, but he's afraid. He won't do it. But yeah, man, the whole beef thing is just funny. So I'm Team Arena, so I'm in it. So whatever.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like you said, man, we just riding the perimeter, peeping into it, because it goes back to, I agree with what you were saying, T. People do it for the clicks. You know, they do it for the clicks. I'm just sad at how really, how low we've allowed ourselves to go.
Absolutely.
for the likes or for the few dollars that accompany the likes, the selling of a lot of times solid relationships, the debasement and dehumanization of human beings. I mean, these people have children, they have wives. To go back a little bit of like on, I had overheard on Gynocracy show, one of the, a sister being attacked and lied against and cyberbullied, that it had went to the extent, I believe her husband had gotten on the live, and so it affects households. And we're talking about, and for someone that is a black nationalist and believes in a better quality of life of black people, I'm surprised at how many of these niggas play with their lives.
Right.
Play with their lives. Like, y'all don't take this shit serious and are willing to totally destroy you and do the most, and even in a lot of instances outright lie,
absolutely,
to add to the sensationalism for $1. That's the worst type of whore. Go on and bust your pussy open and get it over with. Don't sell your integrity, your morals. You're untrustworthy. And so I'm always, and then we talk about, and these will be some of the same people, these clowns that come over into what I'm being told is called the black sector, a little more serious sector, and actually have the audacity to want to have some serious input. You're a fucking clown. I just heard you on your channel being a fucking whole fool. Now you want to come over here like you really have a solution to what's going on when actually you're part of the goddamn problem.
Absolutely.
A whole clown over here wants to be taken serious. And to me, that's why. And so and then they have to know, well, this is why we don't advance as a people. No, one of the things you'll constantly hear me say about our Jewish counterpart and a weapon that they have to ensure no Hitler type shit happens again is called the ADL, Anti-Defamation League. You don't think it's the truth? Ask Kanye about it.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And we get these Negroes come on in, defame us, and they come over to the black, take serious people like us trying to come up with solutions. And instead of keeping that shit over there with the rest of them fools and clowns and buffoons, that circus over there, you'll want to come and belittle people trying to offer serious solutions. Mm-hmm. You're worse than an agent. You'll start to try to tear down the character of a Yang or a Black Son or a Trevor who are trying to contribute intellectual solutions, trying to contribute serious solutions, and tear us down. Stay over there with them fucking fools you're over there with. And we know if we want a circuit to be entertained, we know where to buy peanuts and bring a ticket. Or bring peanuts and buy a ticket to. I'm telling you, YouTube, you should have, like, I wish they had a stamp, a YouTube stamp. So when these clowns came over to serious channels like ours, I could push a button and it would say, for entertainment purposes only on some of these dudes shit.
Right, absolutely.
You can't take these Negroes serious. You can't take these Negroes serious. So it's fun for a laugh. It took me a minute to get over it. I was so, man, I was distraught, Negro. I was tore up that, I was being drugged through the, and especially about, who was doing it. I was just, oh man, why is this happening? And then I realized this comes with it. This is part of the territory. And when people are intimidated, when people want to silence your message, when people don't want that light to shine, because what light does is it exposes, then what they will try to do is every and anything possible to take away that so-called thunder. So now you just have to learn to laugh at it. I get entertained with it. I don't actually watch it. I think some people may sneak peeks and come back and give me tabits and it absolutely tickle after I finish praying for her, because I don't want to be the cause of anyone's insanity. That's the first part. I get so concerned that she gets so worked up over certain situations and issues, and especially me being one of them, that she's already half going. I don't want that other half, me to be cause of the other half to go over the edge. So after praying for her sanity, and that someone, if they're close to her in the chat, instead of laughing and clapping and throwing confetti, would say, hey, sister, maybe you need to talk to someone. After praying for an intervention for her, then I laugh. I say, really? I'm still that effective?
And that's why, Yanga, me and Trevor's debate is going to be so important, because I'm learning a lot about it. Oh, we're going to debate in CTE. Did Chris Benoit, did CTE contribute to him killing his wife? I'm saying,
that's going to be a good one.
It's going to be good. Ooh, man.
That's going to be a good one.
If y'all like my vegan debates, you're going to love the CTE debates. If y'all love the vegan debates, if y'all miss the vegan debates, if y'all miss me going into the medical journals, it's going to be fire. I'm learning so much. Man, that's going to be, shout out to Asar, but I think this is going to be the debate of the year right here. Shout out to you, Yanga, but
you do realize you're climbing up the hill though, right?
No.
Because the title of the debate is, was CTE the cause of Chris Benoit's murder-suicide?
Right, and in order to correlate that, you have to look at medical journals. There's no way around that. You have to.
Was CTE the cause of Chris Benoit's murder-suicide?
Right.
So you're saying that it was. You have to prove that.
Right. And do you know how they prove it? Do you know the scientific method?
I'll wait to the debate, but I'm just saying you have to prove that.
And that's why it's going to be a fire debate. Not to take away from Yang and Blue's debate, but I'm sorry, Yang and Blue.
I got to hook up with Blue. I done had so much going on, man. I didn't totally,
I know.
So yeah. So we can get the debate thing going on.
Shout out to Asar, but this one's going to be the fire.
Where's Asar at? Has anyone heard from Asar?
Asar did a drive-by here the other night.
I'm still waiting for me and him to set up our debate.
Yes.
He was in the chat the other night, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The Gynocracy said the cause of the wait a minute, let's go back to Zanzi. Something is in front of your. So would you say that the worst part is the hypocrisy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hypocrisy. You know you control the chat too, Yanga. You know you got access to that. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can pull it. Yeah. You can just hit the thing. Whatever you see, just click it. Yeah. You have access, brother.
Okay. I don't understand the question. The worst part, the hypocrisy.
Zanzi, join the panel.
Yeah.
Be confusing me, man.
I don't know. I don't truly understand the question.
I don't either.
I don't know if it's the hypocrisy. If I am understanding the question right, what I have a problem with people who wear many hats like that is you can't be a master of them all. Like, if your thing is the beef thing and you tearing down people and you do it in a manner, like you're going to have disagreements, you can go at people, but you do it in a manner that is less than civilized, and then you want to come amongst a civilized setting and be taken serious. That's what I have a problem with.
Yeah. No, I was so the hypocrisy thing was kind of related to that, because earlier you were saying that some people were trying to come on your platform saying that they had solutions, but on the other side they were part of the problem, right? So that's the hypocrisy thing. And saying, so we would say that the worst part of the hypocrisy is a callback to an old Norm Macdonald joke about O.J. Simpson, right? When he was saying, well, he most likely murdered that person, right? But the worst part is him lying about it, right? And he reprised that with Cosby saying, well, yeah, he raped those people, right? But the worst part is the hypocrisy, right? That's why that's the worst part, right? And it was it was a callback at that to some extent, right? So the worst part is it that they are part of the problem, right? The crime that they committed in some sense, or the hypocrisy, right? Sometimes it feels like someone playing both sides is worse than someone that's doing something bad but owning up to it, right? And yeah, and my other question was about the debate between Trevor and Black Sun, right? In terms of the CTE, is a debate about is it the only and main cause?
Is the cause. The cause. It's
cause.
No, it's the cause.
Oh god. So what you wait, hold on.
Don't try to save him,
Are we-
Zanzi.
are we-
Don't try
are
to
we
save
doing-
him.
See, no. Why
I'm not
we
trying
doing-
to say it. I'm trying
No,
to
hold
make
on.
it clear to understand.
Trevor, why are we doing the nigga shit? We doing the suave shit.
What you mean?
Tomato.
No, Zanzi's
Tomorrow-
bringing this up.
No. But
Because
that's an important point. Black Sun. Don't try
he's
to
saying,
get out
see,
and
he's
say-
trying to save you. He's saying he's trying to get you to raise a modicum of doubt.
Uh-huh.
See, I said that we strictly going to keep it as now. Hold on, people don't like me. I don't want your face in the camera. he said that
Good pause.
I
Right.
said, is it the cause? But now
But-
Zanzi's talking about a cause.
Yeah, because
But I
it's
mean,
fair
either
to
way,
say
it's
that-
subjective. It's subjective as a mug. I mean, I don't see like the way the debate can go. It can be argued either way because ultimately don't nobody know. You know what I'm saying?
So there can't be a winner based on fact. It's just we're just going to have to present the best argument for our side. That's why I worded it that way, because he can't prove that it was, and I can't prove that it wasn't. There's no way possible. You just can't do it because CTE is something that they can't figure out until you're dead anyway.
I
So now-
think here's the crazy part about a debate, though. You know, when you get debates like that where he can't prove either way, then it's who can convince the judges.
Exactly.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going for. Yang, I don't know if you heard, but if we got 6 debates, I don't care if I lose all of them. I doubt that I will, but I just want to get some debates in. That's why I want to get the hardest debates, and I'm not backing down from anything. So we're not doing none of this little bullshit. I want the hardest topics because I don't care if I win or lose. That's not the point.
Yeah.
I want to do
I'm
something.
a debate.
I
I
want
wanna
to do something
debate
that's
you.
compelling.
Is wrestling for the black man or not?
I already got a wrestling debate. I can't wrestle. I can't
I
debate
just
you
fuck
on
with
that.
you. I wouldn't debate that. I wouldn't. I'm trying to fuck with you.
But I would tell you up until maybe 5 years ago, there wasn't enough positive imagery in wrestling. I could tell you that for the black man, because all the black characters were portrayed as savages, hoodlums. It wasn't until maybe 5 years ago that the black men start being top champions, and they were taken serious. They weren't just made to dance. Like me and Van Cat, was it yesterday we talked about the Booker T and Triple H thing, where Triple H said nappy head people like you don't deserve to be champion? Yeah. So they're not doing that type of stuff now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, listen, we just need to get some debates. I'll debate you on anything. Just put it that way. I'll debate anything. Whatever y'all want to debate on, I'll whatever. I'll take any side, whatever side you want to take.
And see that's the power of having social discussion, right? Like I can go far back to remember like when dudes used to jump on panel when YouTube first jumped off with the Google Hangouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't really have to deal with any like monetization or worried about somebody hitting your Cash App or Super Chat. Like it was all about the heat of the argument. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if it got heated enough, bring it to the door and have a debate and entertain the people that way. Now that ain't good enough because you ain't getting my pockets right. If you want to see that, you got to get my pockets right.
Yeah.
Facts.
So in the lines of trying to do that, we see more and more of the shit talk. You know what I mean? And that bleeds over and flushes out the heat of the argument itself. And that ain't a good look, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I can go all the way back to like 2009, 2010, when you used to you remember on YouTube, somebody made a video and you could hit reply like in the comment section and reply with a video. Do anybody remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, damn. Yeah.
YouTube,
Man, that man, if somebody, if you wanted to debunk somebody's argument, you made a video about it. It wasn't like space. It wasn't spaces or like panels back then. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you wanted to reply to somebody, you had to make a reply video. You know what I mean?
And
it
y'all
was
made
all
they
about-
afraid of me. My bad, MD. I just was replying.
No,
to
it's
y'all
all
made-
good.
They afraid
Yeah.
of me. That's all it is.
Man,
And
let me
it
tell you
was
something.
all about
First
information.
thing, let me say this. First, I'm trying to spare him because he's Team Arena. I hear his little aspirations, his dreams. I don't want blow his little candle out already. Man, I'll do.
And like some
Just,
of these
I don't
people,
want to do him like that.
yeah. So
I'd be
some of
done
these
with-
people. No, I'm just gonna say some of these people, man, that I saw grow up in this community is on the fuckery now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a perfect example of that is Judah Nana. You know what I mean? I remember when he was a young buck on Blog Talk. You know what I mean? I remember
Yeah.
way back then. Like I'm like, okay, he got some information. And he was coming with it, challenging all comers. Now, man, shit, you'll be lucky. You'll be lucky, man, if he pull a scripture or two out on his channel nowadays, man.
Because it don't get them no views. That's why.
No,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Back in the old debate talk for you days when he came up. Same with Chris Harris. Chris Harris still come with info, but he try to make it, some sort of, I ain't gonna say beef, but at least he still reverb it with the info. You know what I mean? So I give kudos to him. But yeah, a lot of these people, man, like I remember it was a time where we didn't have none of this, man. And if you had a dispute, it made for an interesting debate that everybody could enjoy.
That's why
Now, man,
that's why platforms like SVDL is so important. I mean, I hope Solar gets that time freed up where he could get the thing back going how it used to be. But that's why these platforms, MD, in the short time that I've known you, only a couple of months, me and you have had some of the most heated conversations, but I always left it like, damn, I learned a lot type shit. So if we were to put some of that on some presentations and debate it, I think it'll really help the people, especially Monday, because I reached out to my therapist friend. She's a family therapist. She's always on my show a lot of times. And I told her what I want to talk to you about. So she's going to try to pop in because she always looks at things on the level from a clinical diagnosis. And she wants to come in and chime in. So, I mean, we could get the arena.
That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
I reached
Tell her
out
to come in and
her.
break down that PTSD, man, that our people got, man.
Hey, listen, bro.
Oh,
I'm telling you, she's always on my podcast, and like she's a legit therapist. Like she's not one of these niggas that just make up shit and say, "Oh, I'm a doctor this, I'm a doctor this." This chick is legit, and she
Why you don't bring her on the show?
I invited her Monday. You didn't just hear what I said? She's
I'm sorry, man.
She's supposed to be coming Monday. If she could,
okay, good.
yeah,
good.
if she could free up a time, she is gonna come on and break down some stuff, man.
That's crazy that you said that, man. That's
awesome,
crazy
man.
that you said that. Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago, I was, because like I usually roam around Twitter, like that's my main. You know what I mean? I was on Twitter and it was a white psychiatrist and a black psychiatrist. They were having a debate about PTSD in black people. And the white woman said, no, that's not possible. It's too far removed. But the black psychiatrist, man, was busting her ass, man, every step of the way. And that's crazy that you just mentioned that, because I would really like to have that discussion. That'll be off the chain.
I was saying something when I first interviewed her. We did a show called Straight Talk Love to Me, and we were just trying to break down why is there a divide between the black man and the black woman. because that's really what my show is always geared to. I'll do the niggery sometime, but I always get back to that. And she broke it. Man, let me tell you something. When that show was over, she had me wanting to book a session with her because she went into the family trauma. And man, the way she broke that thing down, I'm like, good Lord. I think black people need some therapy. First of all, we just need some therapy.
Absolutely.
First of all,
yeah.
And she's really big on that, man. And she'll, because she says she's afraid to come on YouTube because every time she peeps her head in, it's always beef. Like she can't find a space where people want to evolve from that. And I'm like, well, shit, that's gonna be hard. So I said, come on to the arena. Yeah. And I said, just come on and you'll find a home. You know, you can get, you can get your shit off over there. So she said she'll let me know this weekend, okay. But I definitely want her to come on, man. Cause I was joking about the whole drama thing. I ain't into the drama. Sister Noble, I ain't got no beef with you. I always ask Black Son the question, like, what is he doing to these women, man? Like, why all these women keep your name in their mouth, man? Like you. I'm trying to
Don't ask him that. Don't ask him. Don't ask him. What you doing, sir?
Black Son over there playing Hunchback. That wasn't that.
Hey, man, listen. I gotta go have dinner first of all. Then I gotta go spend some time with my wife and everything. So because I do have a real family, So YouTube is shit just funny to me.
Okay.
So I found a home with the arena, but yeah, man, definitely. Hey, y'all check out that Wrestling Wednesday show, man. Because
absolutely. Ooh.
Hey, Venkat, I went and listened to the after show today at work. That dude is putting in some major hours, and hey, his production is on another level. Like he produces my show. He does production for my show and stuff. And they granted me his brother's catalog because his brother was an artist. He passed a few years ago. They let me use his catalog on my show. So he's always doing like my intro and my outro music and all that stuff. But man, that dude is I know him since I was a kid, man. That dude loves this shit and he is passionate about it. So, like I say,
Shouts out to Vencast. What's up, man? I'm just
the voice. I'll show up and talk shit, but this dude is the one back there doing all that muscle, man. Like man, we gotta make sure and get him some props on that, man. Because you look at them wrestling shows, the intros that he's doing, he's splicing in all these old wrestling clips, and yeah, the man is on his shit, man. I don't know how he does it, and I told him he needs to start teaching the class, but he just loves to do it. I mean, he's been doing that ever since we were little kids. Ever since we were little kids, he's been doing that. So, yeah, shout out to him, man. But yeah, peace to the chat. You see what I'm saying? But look at it. Black, we love beef, man, because look at that. When we be talking about some real shit, you don't have as many people in the chat. Now we talking about beef. You put a picture of beef in the title, everybody coming over.
Hey, everybody. I'm gonna need them to hit those like buttons too.
Yeah,
hit that like button. Right.
That's what I'm saying, man. We love the nigga shit, man. We can't get away from it.
Man, you can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
We can't get enough of it.
But
it's a market for it. It was a time. It used to be a time, and I'm old enough to remember a time when actually that was shameful. That certain actions and behaviors were shameful. In fact, you were encouraged and reminded not to act a certain way. The shit that we're doing, or we're not just witnessing but exhibiting, is some new man. Like, really?
Hey, Yanga, one second. As you say that, guess who was keeping those people in line? The church mothers. Church mothers. But guess what the church mothers doing now? They doing beef videos. That's what the church mothers doing now. The people that's professing Christianity, the people that love the Most High, they the one doing all the beef video.
It's the churches are different now. The church mothers back in the day used to be old hoes. The church mothers today are still hoeing. They current hoes. You know, they still in hoe. You know it. You know the church mothers back in the old days and our times was old hoes. Got the little one gold right there. Hey, Mother Johnson. Yeah. You laughing. You know it. And they done found the Lord. They got out them streets. They found Jesus.
They got the one gold.
They got the little one joint right there. Open face and shit. Got the open face. Hey, baby, Jesus love you, baby. Mm-hmm. Yes, baby. Jesus love you.
Hey, fellas, I'm out of here, man.
Shit. The church mothers twerking in church. Me in church be like, oh, that's my shit. That's right. That's right. Jordan River. That's my shit. You know.
Had an old cigarette pouch, change pouch combo.
Exactly. That type of stuff. They ain't like the old school church mothers. The old school church mothers, they had the game. They was old hoes. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because the preacher was an old pimp. He just said they just brought the whole damn stable over. Preacher was an old pimp. The old hoes and found the Lord. The preacher found. So that's all it was. They retired. That was the retirement plan for the streets, the church. Shit. Nigga, I'm finna join the church. Get this shit up, nigga. I done found Jesus, nigga. I'm done with this shit. Get this shit up. You know. So.
God damn, you done turned the corners on me, because I'm damn. I didn't know.
That was the retirement. That was our retirement, man.
Wow.
You know, sit yourself down. Maybe go in there, find you a good woman. You want a good woman, go to church. Find you a good woman. She tired of the streets. You tired of the streets. You guys go and settle down somewhere.
God damn.
But yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Like I said, man. Like I've been on YouTube long enough to see how it evolved. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like the common denominator is money. Like it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is like most of these cats ain't making. Man, you get your channel monetized, you might make I don't know, maybe a couple $100. You know what I mean? A month. Mm-hmm. Just off the nigga stuff, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I mean, even for them crumbs, like you evolve it into something that it really shouldn't be, something that we didn't like conform ourselves into when we started with the YouTube stuff. You know what I mean? But like I said, back in those days,
wish it was
same people wasn't doing it.
You know what? MD, I wish I could say we evolved or devolved into something. I believe that the bottom feeders learned to use the YouTube. That we shine.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
We end up shining light on and giving attention to bottom feeders. I don't know if they devolved into that or evolved into that, but a lot of them, from the way they come, I wouldn't be surprised if they just not some miserable motherfuckers from the rip. And have found a platform. We finally entered into an age of black degradation. And like you were saying, I think Trevor was like, I take you on that debate, but he can't because I agree with you and Trevor on this, MD, the decline of the black community. You know what I'm saying? And so in our decline, we find that we allow that type of behavior not only to be acceptable, but we celebrate it and we patronize it. We patronize it. We pay for motherfuckers to be even bigger niggas. Right. We actually will pay them to be the biggest fucking nigga possible.
Yeah.
We have really took it down to, we don't celebrate excellence anymore. You know what I'm saying? We don't celebrate a brother going off to college. But we'll throw a barbecue for Boo Boo's ass coming home from prison.
But Yanga, Nature Mom brought up a very interesting point. Isn't this just a continuation of the era of Jerry Springer and Maury Povich?
Absolutely. Sensationalism. But here it is. Just like Negroes, we always the last to come in and go the hardest at anything. you know, Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, what did they have in common? They were white. So while they move on to now they realize, you know, they shut down the Jerry Springers. They shut down the Maury Povich. You don't see that. Them no Maury Povich retired, Jerry Springer retired. Why? Because they replace it with these blockhead, buckethead Negroes.
Right. Wow.
They replaced it with the camera phone is what they did.
Yeah, with the camera. Yes,
the camera phone replaced Maury.
Well, you know, absolutely, because what brought that on is reality television. See, reality television came about when, I don't know if y'all remember when the writers went on strike.
I do. Yeah.
You remember when all the network writers went on strike?
Yep, I remember that.
That's when reality television, they didn't have shit. They was like, so they came up show with Surreal Life, Big Brother House. They didn't have shit. They just like, shit, we just got to turn the cameras on.
Flavor
and
Love.
just let, and lo and behold, that shit was a hit.
Yeah.
They was like, oh shit. People like unscripted reality. They like
writers then noticed that there weren't that much.
Huh?
Yeah.
You say what?
I said, and then writers noticed that they weren't worth that much.
Right, exactly. Then they realized they want. So when they turn, so then that just went to, like you said, eventually all the way to us, to where we got to where we, you know, because we've become an exhibitionist, voyeurist society now. So much detached from real life that we can watch someone being attacked, watch a woman being attacked, and the brother won't intervene. The brother be like,
No, Yanga.
world star.
I'm gonna tell a real life story. Remember when me and you we were off of, I think it was Edgewood. Me and Yanga saw a car flip over. Me and Yanga run over there. Everybody else in the crowd. Police come by and me and Yanga. Thank y'all. I was just it didn't hit me until later when the police was like, thank you.
Everybody's voyeurs. Everybody's, you know, we're not checking to see if there's someone hurt, injured. Can we be of assistance? We've become detached. This, you know, that reality television, the anonymity of a screen, the impersonalization, you know, there is no human connection anymore. We really have just become detached. And so when it's right in our face, there is no human connection. That this is a human being having a whole human experience that we could offer assistance to. We're caught up in the sensationalism. We're going to film it. We're going to get the million likes.
Yeah, it's a race. It's a race. Who going to go viral first?
Exactly.
Right, yes.
Exactly. And I didn't know how devastating it was until I had a good friend of mine totally, you know, slaughter me for likes.
Oh man.
And it took a minute for, you know, for that to really sink. Like, I'm like, what happened? But I understand. That's why I can't wait I hope that psychologist or that therapist comes on Monday that Trevor invited, because I really would like to know what type of what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, really, like, how have we not, you know, human beings generally, but specifically black people, devolved, digressed to this? Or was we always this?
I think it was cause of boredom.
Was it hidden? Is it now that social media is just giving more exposure to this type of shit?
That's a good question, man. I can't wait. I hope she comes on. Yeah, I really hope she comes on. You know, in fact, if she does come on, I'm gonna try to convince her to do some therapy Thursdays. But I know she's probably charged, so you know, I don't know. We'll figure this out.
We'll see. We'll try talking into it. And pardon the language, man. Verbiage alert. I gotta remember, man. Someone may have their babies watching and stuff, so I gotta try to be mindful of my language. Yeah. So that's it. Well, didn't have an opportunity to really rap to the sister, but lack of serotonin. Really, that's a real shit, right? So, you know, I'm going to go on and wind it down. Tomorrow, though, I want to do a show. I want to talk about Ron DeSantis. What's his name?
Ron
the
DeSantis.
Governor of Florida.
Okay. What's going on?
You heard about his latest move?
No, sir. What happened?
Oh, he banned African American studies in Florida.
Yeah,
Won't be having that.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I told you, man. Hey, it's what I tell you, Black Son. The moves are getting moved. The pieces getting moved around.
Motor. Yeah. Yeah.
Who's on whose side? I told you. I told you it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
You said
But
it's
yeah, I
gonna
saw that
happen,
this
huh?
morning.
That
I
shit
saw
is-
that this
so
morning.
Let's discuss that tomorrow. You gonna be able to jump on tomorrow, MD?
Tomorrow Friday. Yeah, I should.
What
Okay,
time
let's
is
try.
it? Okay.
6:30.
I'm gonna be. Yeah, let's try 6:30. I may have some things going, but 6:30. But we'll put it up there. Yeah, because that's that's mention worthy. That's like some real shit going down.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
You know, already in Georgia, they have they've passed a law where they can deny the curriculum. They can say whether or not they want a certain curriculum taught, and they're already revising history. What this sucker is doing, with that move, and he passed an act called the No Woke Act. The No Woke Act. He passed the act called the No Woke Act. And white son strikes again in Florida. And then this No Woke Act, it's talking about the critical race theory, and it's saying that in Florida there's a law that can't teach any lesson that teaches people were held back based on race, sex, religion, or anything like that. Basically, they want to revise the history of America. You talk about a white fucking washing, it's worse than when Ben Carson called us goddamn immigrants. We're immigrant. I mean, they want to revise. I remember when my son came home and said, Dad, we learned about slavery today. I said, you did? What'd they teach you? We worked hard all day for free. I said, oh, that's what they teach in the school now. Yeah, they worked us hard all day for free. That's how they teaching it. So I should have known the whole step to eradicate the crime of colonialism in the form of slavery was the next step. I mean, now they actually do it. And then here we do, this why I hate this fucking apathy we have towards politics, because they do shit like this and we're so nearsighted. We're so limited in our vision. We only think for us. We don't look how that affects 20, 30, 40, 50 years from fucking now. So when you have black people not being able to measure up, they really will feel like they're worthless piece of shit. They won't know about a 500, 600 fucking year economic disparity head start from another people, the oppression and the crimes that had taken place. That you are worth something. Yeah, you have to work twice as hard. We're not saying blame anyone, but we're saying watch everyone.
Right.
We're saying history will prove that people are not going to work in your best interest. You must work in your best interest. So we have to be careful of revisionist history, man. So this shit is serious.
Yeah, I got a theory on that, man. So if you notice all over this country, we got task force being assembled based off of disaggregation of African Americans, right? Of course, you got the main one that's in California right now.
Yeah.
You got one that just got set up last week in Boston. You got, of course, now you got the one in Chicago, the one where they gave the $20,000 up in Evanston, Illinois.
Yeah.
Now today you got they're assembling one in the city of San Francisco, where they're talking about $5 million to each black family.
Wow.
Starting point. Of course, will that happen? No, it won't. But just the thought that it's in the minds of these people that they're assembling on this council is enough for me, because it's a talking point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm with the impression to believe that a lot of these southern states are going to try to give pushback, because once the talk of reparations start happening in the southern states where like we are mostly at, it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have the numbers for one. Second of all, you're going to have the most history. You know, like a lot of these other places, yeah, I mean, they have history of slavery, but we're talking about the South. You know what I mean?
Right.
It has the most history, so you're going to be able to compile the most data of any other place in the country. And it's going to be a more precise measurement on what we're owed in the debt, right?
Yeah.
So I am to believe that a lot of these southern states are about to try to give pushback in the form of separating themselves in terms of telling the history. That's what DeSantis just did. That's what CRT is all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
As well as disparaging the numbers in terms of our contributions within slavery. You know, that they're gonna start denying that outright.
Damn, I didn't think
You know
about
what I mean?
heavy. Yeah.
So it's gonna be okay. How can we give pushback to it from a state level? So we won't even have to deal with even coming up with a study and compiling any counts or anything to even talk about reparations. None of our constituents want to hear that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow. Yeah.
But from a that's why the push has to be on a federal level.
Absolutely.
State reparations, that's cool. I never disparage anybody talking about state reparations because each individual state did their own individual thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have to. The main goal has to be from a federal level because the federal government institutionalized it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, get my opinion. Give it the end of this year, next year, when things really start wrapping up. The California Task Force is wrapping up their stuff the end of this year, and I think they're going to set the precedent as to how what reparations are going to look like for the rest of the country. So they, and you got 2024 coming right around the corner.
So EMD, you trying to say that Florida's trying to beat the punch?
That's what I believe they're doing.
Man, that's what it looks like. Damn.
Yeah. Man, that's heavy. That's a good perspective. Listen, fellas, put a pin in that, brother. Put a pin, because that's a whole different perspective, and that could be spot on. That's some damn Alex Jones shit you just spit out. That could be spot on.
Well, I want to see Inyame. I know Inyame, you got family to take care of, but try to make that show because we got to have Inyame on that, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gynocracy, I want you on that too.
Make the show, brother.
Yeah.
Gynocracy, always welcome. I'm gonna be checking your channel. What you got? Type in the thing. What can we expect next from the Gynocracy takeover? Type it on in there so we can put it up before we jump off. I went over there one time and I think you played Rob Rack beef with somebody or something, and it was a clip.
Rob Rack and T-Duck. Yeah, Rob Rack and T-Duck.
Yeah, I better stop hollering names though. Let me start because I don't know none of these people. Hey man, peace to everybody. I just hollered. I don't know you guys. I don't want no beef. I don't want no static. I don't want
Rob Rack still got a channel?
Man, they was going at each other talking about, man, I don't know who was who, what was saying what, and niggas was talking. Listen, that's why I say I go to Gynocracy. When we talk about that beef, when we talk about some shit and fight, I gotta go in that sector with someone I'm safe with.
Oh,
I feel safe.
Okay, you gotta go a little bit more down the street for that. I got you. Hey, what Rob Rack used to call it?
I go in there with I'm safe with it. I roll with any broad that rock a ski mask and smoke a blunt. So shit, I'm riding with her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
hey man, you on them YouTube streets? You definitely don't want to turn on Rack Street. You don't want that.
No, I don't. Listen, I told you I'm rolling with guy. Ancy from Baltimore too. Said B-Mo. I fucks with B-Mo. My boys out of BGF.
Yep, Uncle Cat.
Uncle Cat and that Black Gorilla family.
Oh yeah.
Shouts out to BGF out of BMO. But yeah. So with that, man, I'm gonna call it a night, you guys. See us tomorrow 6:30.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah, that should be cool. Yeah, that should be cool. Yeah.
All
right, man. With that, hold on. Let me close it out. Hold on.
What Yang got for us? Man, I want to thank Zanzi. Want to thank MD20. Want to thank Gynocracy Takeover and Yame. Want to thank Sister Noble for doing a drive-by but not jumping on the show. Don't worry, I'm gonna unblock you, but just saying. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to close it out.
Okay.
Officially close it out.
Yes, sir. All right.
The arena's officially closed.
We out.
Good
dog.
session. Good session.
Peace.
Peace.
Deuces.
Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all.